in today's video and in upcoming few videos, we will be talking about very basic topics of English grammar. These topics are also commonly known as parts of sentences, and these topics are must to know if you are aiming to learn English, because these topics help us in framing up a sentence, and that's why these topics are must to know. Whenever a person starts learning English, these topics are the first one with which he or she starts. So if you're interested, watch the full series of these videos. So let me give you a blueprint of today's video, that what are we gonna do in today's video. In today's video, we're gonna talk about what are nouns, where are they used, how are they used, and two broad classifications of nouns. On a definition form, I can say that nouns are the naming words. Basically, noun names an individual or a group of persons. But from definition, everything is not clear to us. So let me give you an example. For example, Sam went to Africa with a group of boys to see African elephant. Guess out how many nouns exist in this sentence. So there are Sam, Africa, group of boys, and African elephant. These all are the nouns which exist. Sam is a proper noun because it's a name of a particular person. Africa is also a proper noun, but let me just leave proper and common for a second, because now we're just making a clear idea of what are nouns. So nouns are name words, and Sam, Africa, boys, and African elephant are the nouns in the sentence. So as I said basically, that how many nouns exist in this sentence. There are 4 nouns that exist in this sentence. Now, nouns are used in a sentence. So let me take the previous example that I just now gave to you. Sam went to Africa with a group of boys to see African elephant. In this sentence, both subject and object are a noun. But I can actually place the subject with a pronoun. For example, he went to Africa with a group of boys to see African elephant, which leaves us on the thing that nouns can play as a subject, as an object, or as both in a sentence. Nouns are commonly replaced by pronouns if the word is repeating itself too many times. About that, we're surely going to talk about in our next upcoming videos. Now, before moving ahead on the classifications of noun, let me make you guys clear that this video has 2 parts, and in this part I'm just going to clear the concept of noun, that what are nouns, where are they used, 2 classifications of noun, and based on these classifications, our second video will have some rules that a learner must know if he or she wants to use nouns without making any kind of mistakes. I'm also going to tell where beginners make mistake. So that video is must to watch. Make sure that you watch that video as well. Now the first classification of noun is of common and proper. I know that you guys must be familiar with common and proper. Common talks about non-specific things, whereas proper talks about specific things. For example, in common thing lines, for example, toy, tiger, country. But in proper things, basically the specific things lie, for example, America, India, even states and names as well. Sam, lion, not even lion. Lion is a common thing because we are not talking about a specific lion. Now, Taj Mahal. These are things which are proper, and common things leaves us on a non-specific thing. Basically, after listening to a common noun, we can tell about which particular thing is he or she talking about. But in proper nouns, the thing is being clear. Okay? And the second classification of nouns is of singular and plural. And make a note of this, guys, that these two classifications actually are connected. For example, proper nouns will always and always have a singular form. They can never be made plural. And I'm going to talk about that in few upcoming minutes. But before that, let me make you guys clear of singular and plural. I'm pretty sure that you guys must be familiar of that. Singular is, as the name is suggesting, single lies basically. So something which is single, and in plural, many, more than one basically. More than one. Even it's two, it's plural. And whenever it's something is just one, it falls under the category of singular. Now, how these two are connected? These two are connected, as I just now told you, that whenever something is proper, means something is specific, something is one, like the thing is saying one, then it will always have a singular form. For example, Taj Mahal is a proper noun and it will always be said as Taj Mahal. We can say Taj Mahals because it's a proper noun and we will always use a singular thing for it. Whereas common are mostly used in plural. And about this I'm going to talk about in my next part of this video. So it's a must to watch that video as well. Now let me do a quick summary of whatever we studied, of whatever we I told about nouns in this video. Nouns are naming words, something which names a person, a place or a thing. Where they are used, they can be used as a subject or as an object or as both in a particular sentence. Even in one sentence they can play both singular and plural. Okay. Now, broad classifications of noun. There are two broad classifications of noun. The first one is of common and proper. Common nouns are the ones which are non-specific. For example, countries, lakes, rivers. Whereas proper noun are specific. India is a proper noun. Now moving on to the next category of noun, which is of singular and plural. Singular are basically the things which are single and plural are the things which are more than one. So hey guys, we have completed whatever was meant to be told in this video and see you in the next video.